Excuse me. Welcome to Grace Walking Ministries, No Mind Ministries. I'd like to start by reading page 499 of the Catholic Bible, a Holy Bible. I highly recommend this Holy Bible. A lot of time and thought was taken into it. It's a Catholic Bible. Like all religions, they're tainted and wrong, like all neighborhoods. Like all neighborhoods, they are overflowing with the sea of mendacity and lies of, I believe in God. I believe. Page 499, you find out who it is. You buy the Bible. If God means that much to you, you spend some money to buy this Bible. The Lord has established throne in heaven, and his kingdom rules over all. Bless the Lord, all you his angels, you mighty in strength, who do his bidding, obeying his spoken word. Bless the Lord, all you his host, his ministers, who do his will. Bless the Lord, all his works, everywhere in his domain. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Y'all are like Orville, like many like him, like Joseph of Artesia. I can feel his want to be different, to be of God. I feel that. I feel it very strong in Joseph. But Joseph, like Orville, and will be like Orville at 55, unable to control his free will. The child is most rude and lost in the flesh, as is Orville. I told my sage Leviticus. First I told him, thank you. Thank you for opening me to what I already knew. Homosexuality is a sin. And because I am so close and part of it, I feel compelled to state the same-sex marriages must stop. A partnership to protect rights, of course. But not a marriage. A marriage is between a man and a woman. Suffice. Page 550. I'll give you. I don't want to give you much because you receive much. You receive too much. Therefore, you believe you have an entitlement. Would you blame those that are on welfare as saying that they are addicted to welfare? You dumb fucks. Suffice. You're addicted to your lie and your bullshit. Page 550. You love God. You want to follow Christ. The only way you can get to Christ is through God. That God has sent us. How can God send you to Christ when you don't even know who God is? Every time Orville does something wrong, God is my witness. Yes, God is your witness. And therefore you'll nail on your journey to hell. A good name is better than a good ointment. Excuse me. And the day of death than the day of birth. Do you understand that? When we die, we begin to live. No longer are we conformed or constrained, as I am entombed in this apartment that I pay rent for, on lies of gringo bullies, homosexuals, whores, who are protected by Chief Back and Eric Garcetti. Lies. David is offended by the letter. I made copies at Staples. Really, Staples. And you gave me my Starbucks. Bastard for moms. Suffice, your people are... Anyway. It is better to go to the house of mourning. That's grief, sadness, remembrance, than to a house of feasting. For that is the end of every man. Simple. Come here, Simple. Ven para acá, siéntate, por favor, papi. I want to ask you, Simple. God is your witness. Are you in a house of feasting like Orville and the immorals that continue to harm us, being sent out by, oh my God, conspiracy? I feel like Mission Impossible. For that is the end to every man. Every man's gonna die. Everyone. And motherfuckers, for you that never walked death or never known the book. Some haven't even seen heaven. I've seen Lucifer and demons. No. We all are gonna die, or will die. Or will die of a heart attack. And if we go another round and he lives, he will have dementia as iPhone. I cannot change Oregon. I cannot change this neighborhood. I cannot change your free will. Sorrow is better than laughter. What do you laugh about? What do you... ¿Qué es tu sonrisa? ¿Qué es tu tickle? What do you laugh about? Sorrow. Those of us who know true grief, those of us who stand at the cross of fourth sorrow, fifth sorrow. Because when the face is sad, the heart grows wiser. I'm growing in wisdom of God as Orville and y'all continue your pace of grace, lacking clarity of Tao and Tay. Without a way and without virtue, you're lost. Promise. The heart of the wise is as the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Orville is amused that I cannot get away. Orville blames me for the letter. USA, Koreatown, a community in a world power in the metropolitan city of Angels in a progressive state of California. The mirth that you, Orville, the Korean whores, the Mexican whores, the black whores, the homosexuals, the illicits, the immorals. Your mirth is your reward. It is better to hearken to the wise man to rebuke than to hearken to the song of a fool. Orville is a fool, and you are a fool. Yesterday, a Korean immoral. We've seen her often. She's walking a white bitch. She was staring at Orville. Mind you, I am so tired. I don't feel well. It's old age. I'm vintage. I have walked the 9 hills of San Francisco in stilettos. That's higher than 6 inches. I have danced the catwalk of Broadway. On Broadway. I have done the showboat in San Diego. I've had my fun. I know about fools. I know about fools. So by yesterday we arrived, and the Korean, I wonder, what kind of mother would raise a child to harm an older woman? Korean, it would be best if you would have fed that bitch tree milk instead of the semen of your father. You Korean whore. Audacity. Cheapback, is this your conspiracy 1131? Or is this the Gringo Bullets? Or is this the Sheritans? Or is this William Holden? We come to find that we don't have parking. It's getting, again, they're at it. The difference between North Korea, where babies are fed tree milk, where women are raped and beaten, kept in prison. The difference between North Korea and a world power in a metropolitan, cosmopolitan world economy, Los Angeles, USA, Koreatown, in the progressive state of California. Do not feed American children tree milk. They feed them the semen of Mexican men. I haven't seen the Korean men. They might do the same. "9 years or more they have heard him yell at me, berate me, beat me. Orwell knows better than to beat me hard. It's more of a hair pulling and bear hug and things like that. He's a coward. David's a coward, like y'all are in Koreatown. That motherfucking homosexual Muslim is most aware, because he said it so, of what Orwell does to me. Has done to me. I cannot change Orwell, as I told Leviticus. I cannot. I can't do anything. The power I have is a microgram. Because it's free will I'm dealing with. I'm not dealing with the normal that I grew up with. I'm dealing with your normal. A normal where a Korean mother carried a baby for 9 months. That baby was a little girl. That girl grew up to learn. It is better to offer her Asian cunt to an old diseased man and hurt an old woman. Because nothing's going to happen. I'm worse than probation and parole in this STD. Even though, again, I have been able to save no money whatsoever. None. We must buy the boots. Also, that just needed their medicine. It's been 3 months. The ambassador, dog and animal hospital, apologized to me. The clerk addressed me as a man, so I addressed him as a woman. And I continued to address him as a woman. You homosexual, who the fuck you think you addressing? So the abuela cabron, you're gonna respect me or else. David was stunned, because I carry my glory. Let me tell you something real quick. Pray for me. I'm dealing with the devil. Anyway, on the 91, do you want to see how Texas flies our glory? Do you want to see how Texas flies our glory? This is all we got, people. This is all we got. We, the poor, the gangs, this is all we got. And this is enough. On Westmoreland, I know you're not going to believe me, at 900 Westmoreland, I opened my glory. Well, my father was in the military too. My uncle, he went to Vietnam. I remember Deborahina, Yolanda, every year. I was a little kid, she would run. They lived in Blessing. She would run to the TV. Wow. You don't forget that, a child don't forget. Well, you're different kind of children. I read this on the gang, and I don't know not one of them. I do not know MS-13. I like the number because it's a baker dozen. I love them because I know what it's like to be blamed. for something you're not your fault. MS-13, this is you. You're America. Like the children, every motherfucking child that makes it to the border into America is American. Every child that makes it to the border. You let 11 million motherfucking whores and faggots. Any baby, any child. Vénganse, mijos. Dejan el país de guerra. Vénganse para América. Nosotros peleamos por ti, papis. Vénganse. Vénganse todos. Váyanse a todos. Como un tren. Like a train. Like the underground train. All children fighting the wars of man. You make it to the borders. We will fight for you. I don't know how, puppy. We're done. But we'll fight for you. Any child that makes it through the slats of the border is American. Any woman brave enough to bring her babies over here and makes it to the border is American. She's ahead of the line, not behind. Y'all let 11 million come in here. They don't respect this. I was mad at PBC because shit, they mean motherfuckers. They are. They only hire Mexicans. They only hire Mexicans. What kind of shit is that, mijo? Cállame, no seas así, no seas tan muertos de hambre. Somos gente, somos de sangre. Me lastima mucho lo que tú haces. ¿Por qué? ¿No creen en Dios? Estás en los Estados Unidos, cabrones. ¿Qué pasa? Muertos de hambre. I told Leviticus, I'll go with Orwell because I'm stuck with a son of a bitch and I'm going to keep the money, I'm going to keep the medal, I'm going to keep everything. And I have no money saved. None. I have surgery on my head. I don't know how we're going to do it. Well, he gets his boots. He won't need boots for at least 2 or 3 months. Anything made in China is garbage. Garbage. Orwell, like all construction workers. Oh my God. It's hard. It's very hard. Now he's using what the... You see? You hear that? And I'm not gonna delete it. Koreatown, you hurt me. You hurt me like he hurts me. Now every time he does that, listen to him.
What happened now?
Listen to him. I'm glad he's nothing. Because y'all don't believe me.
Why are you yelling?
Who's yelling? Who's yelling? Anyway.
Why are you yelling?
You see, every time, he has done this for over 10 years. And everybody has witnessed it. Everybody. I should already be gone. I should be in Ramona housing by myself without David. They have a computer room. I don't want an inside apartment. I want an outside apartment. I do not wish to know what's going on around the pool or leave that area. Anyway, you see how I wake up to. I want to read something to you that's very important to me. I highly recommend this Catholic Bible. This is a prayer of a lay apostle. I am a lay apostle as I am a baby pastor. Though I know my God, and my God has mauled me. Do you hear him? I have a right not to be with his soul. I have a right and qualified to be at Ramona Senior Housing alone, without the soul of Orton, Washington. Perhaps it would be much easier, O Lord, to accept a well-defined task precisely at mine. It would be easier to advance guided and sustained by my team. As long as I stay with this sore of Washington, I will never have tea. I will never have clothes. I will never have peace. With specific instructions, it would be easier, my God, simple to obey. Someone who would ponder and consider everything for us. But this is not, O Lord, what you desire of us. You wish today, Lord, as that we mingle with the people. You wish us to plunge intrepidly into the work that has wandered far from the path of truth. Having known my eyes on ourselves, I am sorry. One moment. Having known ourselves the immense distress of your lost children, may we feel a compassion proportionate to their unhappiness. O God, made man, make our hearts human, that when our brothers enter, they may feel at home. Make our hearts pure enough that they may feel they can rest in you. In complete forgiveness of ourselves, we become meeting places between you and our brothers. And may you be for them no longer a God distant and an unknown, but one close at hand. Excuse me. Now, Orville and other people like him, like Joseph and Martesian, the people from Koreatown, there is no hope. I see none. That's why I'm ready. I'm more than ready to leave. Orville was telling me it was Chuck's birthday, his oldest brother. I had been escaping Sonora, Jamestown, the prison. You've heard the story, and I think it bears witness again in saying the investigator of the prison came to me. I had rented a suite of rooms. Well, it was a bed and breakfast, so I had my room, and then I had access to other rooms. Very nice place in Jamestown. And guard, that person came up to me with Sudave. I just received my settlement. It wasn't a lot, but I received it, and I had gone on a shopping spree, bought myself beautiful clothes, this beautiful clothes. They and I were, because when I lived in Jamestown, I ate out. They had the best restaurants, Placerville is not too far, neither is Auburn. And Sonora is right down. So as the guard told me, they're going to harm you, Miss Bray. The prison cannot protect you. Orville and his friends have always harmed me, and they will again if allowed to continue in this manner. Surprised my very dear friend, Sudave Bay. She was in love with someone as surprised, the shower slippers and everything. Anyway, I can now speak of it. I've spoken about it so often. I'm amused by the audacity of your species. I remember getting up and thanking the officer. He said, "What are you going to do?" or something to that effect. He said so much. My mind was on I had to escape. But sorrows too. I can escape too easily. I had to escape. Orville is treacherous without a soul, empathy, or compassion, or he would not do the things he does to do, or allow others to do the same. As you heard him on the tape, now he's using that letter against me. Orville is getting worse, not better, as he claims the same about me. Everywhere we go, he yells at me. These are the rocks that I was getting as a memento. They throw them away. I collect them. Perhaps our teacher should get together and write a letter because he does yell at me now. The bricklayer explained to me his procedure. He was a gentleman. My God, they explain it to everybody else. They stop their work and talk to the neighborhood. PVC does that often. I find it most odd that history reflects that Orville has been most vocal in its abuse towards me since I've been here. Everybody has witnessed. And yet, well, there's not much I can do. I should be moving to Ramona Senior Housing alone, and I should have an outside apartment. Again, all my money is spent from my check. I'm broke. And again, all this money is gone to Orville. Let us pray, O God. From you, all holy, desires, all right counsels, and all just works proceed. Give to your servants that peace which the world cannot give, that our hearts may be set to obey your commandments, and that we delivered from the fear of our enemies, may pass our time in rest and quietness under your protection through Christ, O God. Amen. Divine Lord Jesus, I thank you for this little cross. I offer it to you with your own heavenly cause for intentions of your divine heart, the salvation of souls. Amen. Amen. Receive, O Lord, all my liberty. Take my memory, my understanding, and my entire will. Whatever I have or hold, you have given me. I give it all back to you and commend it wholly to be governed by your will. Give me your love and your grace. I am rich enough and ask nothing more. On this Sunday, as you take Volvo toward Cisneros to the goalpost of time, Define who you are. Then define, are your actions of God or of the devil? Complexity is not the answer. Complexity is your excuses and blame. Well, I wanted to explain something. Because Orwell is giving me a very hard time about it. These are called dilators. Dilators. When I do not wish to be intimate, I use this not for pleasure, but to keep the walls from constricting. This is the size I am. This is the size it has constricted to. And it's most painful. What is my vagina is a sigmoid vagina. And I'd say about right here is a constricture that is pinching down. Because the sigmoid comes from the colon, it is the colon. Mucus collects and cannot escape. It must build up in order to push through the barrier. Orwell has spoke of the barrier before. Anyway, it goes right there. And it builds up during the entire, and it builds up. And then it pushes out. And it's horrid. It's very painful. Every friend of Orwell, every associate, every intimate, every immoral has called me ma'am. The Gringo Bullies, the Sheridan, William Holden's, 1131. Cindy's brother came out, the fat boy put down his burrito on the remote control to call me brutal. And I'm nasty. 1131 has a black homosexual who unrolled his cock, picked up his dress, unrolled his cock to piss in the broad daylight, and I'm nasty. In front of Cindy's house, a Hispanic woman sucked a Korean man's cock, and I'm nasty. Little girls were fucked in a homeless van in front, and I'm nasty. On this very block, 2 little girls who are now young ladies were fucked by one Mexican and protected by the community of Mexicans. And I'm nasty. A little boy was fed pieces in front of the neighborhood preacher. There is no such thing as a preacher or a church in this world. While all reflections show it is self-glorification. A church does not mean the terror cries on concrete is not a church, but an audacity and lie in egos unsustainable. I am called nasty again. The little boy was plucked by 20 feet. If there's one, are there more? I had a Korean immoral who should have been aborted at birth. This horse should have been aborted. We do not know her, but you couldn't keep her eyes off her Orville. I'm not plugged in. Sorry, I have to go. But anyway, be blessed in who you are. I had these on the window for a reason. It's not my fault you're too dumb and simple to not understand the reason. You call me a man, I tell you I'm a woman. Leave me the fuck alone. Well, motherfuckers. Now I'll put this on the window. And very soon I'll be back to this again. It will be hard because I will not be intimate.